Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send WhatsApp message for newly initiated Stripe refund. So I am using Stripe, which is an amazing payment gateway to sell my products. Now my objective is that whenever there will be a refund of payment for the customer with any reason, then I want to send a message to the customer on WhatsApp regarding the same refund. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between Stripe and WhatsApp, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So Pabbly Connect works on two principles, trigger and action. So in trigger, we are going to take Stripe, and in action, I'm going to take WhatsApp Cloud API, through which I'm going to send automated WhatsApp messages with the help of template. Now we are going to set up a connection between these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to send WhatsApp message to the customer whenever their payment will be refunded in Stripe. So I am using Stripe as a payment gateway to manage all my payments, and my objective is that whenever a payment will be refunded to a customer, then I want to send the information related to that refund to the customer via WhatsApp. So I'm going to create an automation for this process, and here I'm going to do that with the help of Pabbly Connect. So I will simply set up a connection between Stripe and WhatsApp Cloud API, through which I'm going to send template messages to the customers on WhatsApp. And as I will do that, whenever the payment refund will be made, automatically the message will be sent to the customer. Okay, so we are not going to use any kind of coding or programming skills in this entire process. We will simply set up the connection with the help of Pabbly Connect. Okay, so this is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, because I am already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in. This is the all app section, where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Send WhatsApp message for newly generated or initiated Stripe refunds. After giving this name, here I'm going to select the folder in which we want to save this workflow. So I'm going to select the folder as Stripe and WhatsApp automations. Okay, now we are going to click on create. In the same manner, you can create different folders over here on the dash to save your workflow separately. Now, as we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So as I told you that Pabbly Connect works on these two principles, trigger and action. So basically, these are the two main concepts or the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens, and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take Stripe in our trigger and WhatsApp Cloud API, through which we want to send WhatsApp messages to the customers on payment refund in our action. Automatically, a message should be sent to the customer on WhatsApp. So we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the payment is refunded in Stripe, then only the message is sent on WhatsApp, otherwise not. So after understanding this concept, let's start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application, and that is Stripe. So I'm going to select that. Now we have to select the trigger event as well. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new refund will be our trigger event over here, because we want that whenever a new refund will be initiated, the response should be captured over here in Pabbly Connect, and with that response, the workflow should get instantly triggered. Now as we have done that, we can see that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions. So we have to follow these instructions step by step very carefully to set up the connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, because it is going to act as a bridge for setting up this connection. And then I'm going to take you towards my Stripe account. So basically, currently I'm working in test mode. This is the payment section of Stripe. Now here we have to go towards developer section, and we'll find the option of webhooks over here. So let's select that. Now we have to add a new webhook over here. So let's click on this add endpoint button. And then we have to enter the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect in this particular endpoint URL field. After that, we have to select the event. So we will click on this plus select events button. and we have to select the event for charge. So whenever the charge will be refunded, then we want the response. Therefore, first of all, we are going to select charge over here. Now under charge, we have to select that on which kind of charge we want the response. When the charge will be refunded, we want the response. So we have selected this. Okay, let's click on add events, and here we are going to click on add endpoint. So our endpoint is successfully enabled over here. Let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. It is showing waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission, and how we are going to do that? By initiating a refund in Stripe. Okay, so I'm going to go back towards Stripe. I will go towards payment section, and here these are all the successful payments which are made on Stripe account. So let's say I'm going to make the refund for this payment. Okay, so I'm going to click on these three dots. Here we have the option of refund payment. The amount of the refund is 500 as we can see, and it is in INR, and we have to provide the reason as well. So I'm going to select the reason, let's say duplicate. Now we are going to click on refund button, and the refund is initiated. So when we have refunded the amount, let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we can see that we have already received the response. So this means that our connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect is successful. Now in the response, we have received all the details. This is the type of the event, that is charge refunded. This is the request key. Okay, this is the request. Here we have multiple other details as well. Okay, so all these details are related to the payment which is being refunded. In this response, we can also find that we have also received the amount which is refunded, but here we can see that the amount given is 50,000. But as I have shown you that we have made the refund for only 500 rupees. That means these two zeros are extra. So basically, whenever we are going to receive any amount in the response of Stripe, every time two zeros will be extra in the amount. So in order to create the workflow, we have to first remove the two extra zeros from the amount. For that, we have to move towards our action step, and we have to select our action application as number formatter. So basically, with the help of number formatter, we are going to format the number. We are going to format the amount and remove the two extra zeros. Okay, let's select our action event, that will be perform math operation. So we are going to remove two zeros with the help of math operation. Okay, let's click on connect. Now we have to provide the number which we want to format. So we want to format the amount which we have received in the response. So we will simply use the same response over here. Now when we insert the data by using our previous step, it is called as mapping. So we are basically going to map the amount so that it could get changed each time. So this is the amount, I have selected that, and it is mapped. When we map a data, it becomes dynamic, and now with each and every new response, it is going to replace. So whenever we are going to receive a new response from Stripe, that means whenever a new payment will be refunded, then automatically the amount is going to be replaced in this particular field with the new amount. Okay, and in this way we are going to set this automation. Now because I want to remove two extra zeros, basically I want to divide this 50,000 with 100 so that two zeros could be removed. So I'm going to use a comma over here, and we have to enter 100. So it is also given in the example over here that, for example, if you want to add 100 plus 200, then you have to enter the numbers like this, 100 comma 200 instead of this. Okay, and then you have to finally select the operation. So I have also done that. I want to divide this number with 100, so I have entered comma 100 over here. Now we will select the operation, that will be divide. Let's click on save and send test request button. In the response, we have received the correct amount. So now we are going to use the same amount for sending the message. The next step will be to send the message to the customers on WhatsApp. For that, we have to set up the connection between WhatsApp and Pabbly Connect. And for doing that, I'm going to use WhatsApp Cloud API. So because I've already created a template in WhatsApp Cloud API, which I'm going to send to each and every customer in the customized format. Okay. But before that, here we have to do one more thing, because in the response, we have not received multiple details related to the customer. Okay. So in order to send the message to the customer, we have to get the customer details as well, such as phone number of the customer, all right, email of the customer, and all other details. Therefore, we are going to add one more action step over here, and that will be Stripe once again. So in our action application, we will simply select Stripe. Now we have to select the action event as well, and our action event will be retrieve a customer by email. So we have received email of the customer in our earlier response. We are going to use that same email to get all other details as well. So let's click on connect, and now we have to once again create a new connection, because earlier we have made the connection through webhook in the trigger, but now this time, because we want to connect Stripe and action, so we have to make another connection, and we have to provide a token for that as well. So from where we are going to find that token? For that, we have to go towards developer section of Stripe, and then there we will find the option of API key. So I'm going to take you back towards Stripe. This is the developer section, and here is the API key option. So this is the key which we have to use, secret key. I'm going to click on reveal test key button, and I will simply copy the key from here. Now I'm going to go back and paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save. And we can see that Stripe is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So now after building this connection, we have to provide the value which we want to use. So we want to use the email. We will simply map the email of the customer over here. Now we are going to click on save and send test request button, and let's see what we receive in the response. So in the response, we have received all the details. These are all the details related to the customer. Okay, name, email, address, okay, the product which he has purchased. Now by using these details, we are going to send the message on WhatsApp to the customer. For that, let's click on this add action step button once again, and now we are going to set up the connection finally with WhatsApp Cloud API. So in our action application, we will select WhatsApp Cloud API. WhatsApp Cloud API has official API access of WhatsApp, by using which we are going to send template message to all our customers without involving the risk of getting blocked for sending bulk messages. Okay. Now I'm going to click on action. Now we are going to select action event, that will be send template message. Let's click on connect. So here we have to set up the connection with WhatsApp Cloud API. For that, we have to select add new connection. In case if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. Now in order to build the connection, we have to provide 3 details: token, phone number ID, and WhatsApp business account ID. From where we are going to find all these details? For that, first of all, we have to set up our WhatsApp Cloud API account, and then we will find all these details under Metaphor Developers. So I'm going to take you back towards Metaphor Developers. This is app dashboard of WhatsApp Cloud API under Metaphor Developers, and in the API setup from the left side, we will find all the details. So first of all, I'm going to copy this phone number ID. We will go back and paste it over here. The next is WhatsApp business account ID. Let's quickly paste that as well. And at last, we are going to copy the token as well. So we will paste the token. Okay. Now we are going to click on save. In the same manner, you have to find all the details and set up the connection. After doing this, we can see that WhatsApp Cloud API account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward. Here we have to select the template name by using which we want to send the messages. So I have already created a template with the name as Stripe Refund. I'm going to show you that. And I am going to send the same template message to all the customers, but that too in the customized format, along with all the product and the amount details for which the refund is made. Okay, so this is the preview of the message which I'm going to send. Okay, so this is the entire message, and in this message I have also used some variables. Now wherever in the template we are going to use variables, the data of that place become dynamic and it get replaced with each and every new response. So for example, I have given the variable for name as well as for product as well as for the amount. Okay, so automatically these details are going to be replaced with each and every new response according to each and every new customer. So in the same manner, you can use variables to send customized messages to your customers in the template. How you're going to create your own template? For that, you have to go towards Metaphor Developers, scroll down over here in API setup. You will find a link over here, that click here. When you will click on this link, you can create your own message template. Okay. Once you will complete your template, you also have to send it for approval, and once it will be approved, you will be able to use it very easily to send messages to multiple customers. So I'm going to select the same template over here. So after selecting the template, you will see that automatically language code and the template ID will also be selected. Now we have to move forward and we have to enter the details in these fields in order to send the message. First of all, we have to enter the recipient mobile number, that on which number you want to send the message. So we want to send the message to the customer, and we have already received all the details related to the customer in our earlier response. So I'm going to select phone number over here. This is the phone number of the customer. I will simply map that. Now the next is body field. So in these fields, we have to provide the values which we want to use in place of the variable. Okay, so I have first of all used the variable that is for name. So I will simply map the name of the customer. Okay, dummy user. The next is the body field for amount. So we have already formatted the amount as well. We will map the amount over here. And at last we have to map the product name which the customer has purchased. So this is the product. Okay, I have mapped that. Now after mapping all these details, let's click on save and send test request button. But before that, because I have used a dummy phone number over here, therefore here I'm going to enter the real phone number to send the real WhatsApp message. Okay, so I'm going to enter my own number over here. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, we can see that we have received the response. In the response, it is given that the message is accepted. So this means that the message is sent. So let's go and check whether we have received the message on our number which we have entered over here or not. And here we can see that we have received the message. Okay, this message is for dummy user, and these are the details of the product, web camera, and the amount. Okay, so let's summarize what we have done over here in the workflow. We have taken very simple steps: trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Stripe, and in action, we have taken number formatter, Stripe, and WhatsApp Cloud API. And we have set up a connection between these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new refund will be made in Stripe, automatically WhatsApp notification will be sent to the customer for that same refund and the details. So in the same manner, you can very easily create this automation for sending WhatsApp messages to your customers for any refund made in Stripe. So this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends, and also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.